I don't think Kanye West is a genius. I think he says some things that make sense, and then sometimes he says some things that can be misinterpreted. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Can you get your point across without belittling others or feeling attacked or getting emotional? Can you articulate yourself in a way where we can comprehend and feel even you understand what you are saying? Now, I'm not here to judge the man to death. I don't think he's super good or super bad. I don't think nobody is. I don't think nobody is perfect, period. So that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to see things from the outside looking in and try to decipher them to try to see if I'm tripping or he tripping or the world tripping. But anyway, somebody the fuck is tripping, and it's definitely Ye. Over the time, he been intellectually irresponsible, egotistical, vain, overly ambitious, however underqualified. According to himself, he don't read books. He also don't listen to people broker than him. But however, as we see now, the tables have turned, and now he want to speak to the broke people. You know, and it's sad because it took him to, even according to himself, of being humbled by this situation to see what most black people already knew. And number 3, the man is very emotional. Sometimes that of a woman. Not even to diss the man, but when you really look at how he treats situations and how he, instead of articulating himself in a way where we could understand where he coming from and sympathize with him, he make things worse. Your words are a tongue on a fire of unruly evil or something like that is said in the Bible. I am rusty. But what I will say is I'm starting to understand a lot of those scriptures a hell of a lot more, especially watching situations like this. Let me take you back to a time. It's called Black Power. Unfortunately, and I'm talking about a time before Black Lives Matter, we meant Black Power. We forgot about that. Well, guess what? That went underground. A lot of that information about, JEWS and a lot of power and stuff like that, and the ZIONISM, something like that. You know what I mean? That time we had a lot of information being disseminated over the years. But however, it was dangerous to speak about in public. The black community still is informed with this information today. Signetter TV is still running. We still got, the underground Black Power people who used to teach about history and make sure we knew where these books came from, and they have debates on it, and they have stuff that is out there, but it's not so out there the world know about it. It's mostly the black people know about it. The information that he's saying, we already know. Most people got that person in their family who's, we forgot about this word. You want me to bring it up? Conscious people. We forgot about those people. Those people still exist, but we've been humbled because a lot of stuff has been deciphered over the years and also been attacked as well. We can't speak about it on YouTube no more, but we still exist. People still put information out there. It's just you don't sit there and be a billionaire and broadcast that type of information. We already know the information he's saying. If you didn't, then you've been living under a rock. But however, black people, we're hip to the game, Kanye. We're not stupid. This is 2022, the information age. We watch the information that you're talking about. There's documentaries on it. There's books on it. We are hip to the game. But you've been irresponsible by being a billionaire and ruining your own legacy by disseminating this information in a way where they're like, wait, this is what he's talking about? You forgot to keep putting that in your music. You started to speak about it and you already know that was dangerous. Everybody talked about this over the years. They silenced people like that. They done people like that. And you wanted to be the one who broadcast this like, hey, do you know the J.E.? Nope. See, you effed up? You know you effed up, right? You know that white people understand this information too? But even they tried to keep it on the Alex Jones. See, y'all are not y'all see, a lot of people, they think back in the day there was so many radical speakers, we knew to take most of what they say is with a grain of salt, or just take a little bit that you could take from these people who had studied this information, so-called, and at least take what you can get out of it, learn it, and be like, so how can I interpret this in a way where it makes sense to other people, and or how can I use this in my real life? And sometimes we ignore it because we can't use it in our real life, and it really just causes a bunch of intellectual discomfort. Meaning, like, you know better, but you know the truth, but what can you do about it? This calls for war or exposing of people and taking people out of power that been in power, or trying to take over power. Like, it's this type of information is what you call in too deep. Now, you could have did, now as a Christian brother, we can see that you worry too much about carnal things. Not only that, when you did have money, you was claiming, I don't talk to broke people, so why should we listen to you? See, it's like, and then you disrespected black people the first time when you came out with the trash Walking Dead clothing line, and then up the price on people. People starting to call you out over it now, but I had to say it too. The overpriced Yeezys and all that, like, that was disrespectful. And then you said that you was for your people. Then you asked doing some you trying to make some technology nobody asked for. You know, the woman you choose is none of our business, but they out there. You feel me? And the people you want to impress is just disrespectful to us in general, because you hardly named any of us and our greats, but you can name a whole bunch of, you know, this person and that person white. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, what do you really stand for? Like, at the end of the day, we clearly see, like, the way that he in his music be speaking of us, but however, he speak of so highly of them and who he trying to impress. We clearly see, like, you a double-sided man or a double-sided person, or you think this, yes, but you're also human. And that's why people don't go all out with information like that you're disputing, because people forgot you're human. If you're not ready, if you don't got no army behind you, or if you don't got no, then what are you going to do? You can't be sitting there with call of action type of words and regular in this day and age. You got to be smart. Even we got some racist people who's in power to this day that will never know. They probably got control over your toilet paper, and you will never know. What if you find out Scott racist, or Scott don't believe in Judah, or Scott has got a, no, I mean, what if you find out Scott, think about it. Would you still buy their toilet paper? Shit crazy. You see, you can't really call yourself a genius and make stupid moves like this. That's why we know you really are bipolar, or really have a disorder or something like that. It's not even to be disrespectful, but it's like, yo, you keep on saying we, and you are on the forefront in front of the world right now, and you keep on saying we, putting our people in jeopardy, putting our people out there, making people look at us as a people. And now they think, and the people who don't know us or don't know too much about black people thinking, oh, all black people think like this, or all black people is like this, or every time a black person get money, oh, this is how we going to act. Oh, they going to act up if they become billionaires. Now we got to keep all the other black people who's almost billionaires our foot on their neck, because we got to prepare for another Kanye West situation, but an intelligent one. Kanye, to me, today feels like the slave that bought his freedom and then came back 2 years later and shitted on other slaves. Then, when Massa found a way to get his ass with his own words, like we do and like they do, they found any and every way to make sure that he realized his ass was still a slave. And now he's back, trying to get the other slaves to believe that, hey, I was free, we can be free too. But the slaves are looking at him like, nigga, first of all, we almost out of here, but your ass just ruined it for us just a little bit, and you got them looking at us again. Thanks a lot. Not only that, we see you's broke. We see you's got us losing hope. So all that you built is literally, now they can just stump all on that. And if they start deciphering that, they're going to start looking at us even more hard. So you made it twice as hard. Thanks a lot, Ye. But anyway, we's got to get ours freedom. And we damn sure can't do it with reckless niggas like you, because we don't know what you's going to say. Now we got to hide you from massa before you become a true slave again. Get off our land. I hate when people talk about people lives as if they're going to do something about it. You know, like that rich talk. You know, that rich, powerful talk. That, hey, I got power to, you know, make people live a certain way or do this or move people without me even having to. I hate that. I mean, the way he talks about people, he's like, in the future, we're going to live in this and we're going to do that. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to buy this and buy that and put invest in that. And I'm sitting here listening to this like, yeah, this is that talk. This is that power talk. This is that, oh, they're going to be doing things and using this power for, you know, good or evil. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we see the clothing line trash. So imagine what, you know what I mean, the future. I don't know what he's going to invest in. I don't know what he's going to be trying to put out there next, but hopefully it's good, because he's reckless. If he's reckless with his mouth, then he's reckless with his decisions. That means that he has no limit to how far he'll go. And just like the school situation, now the students that he, you know, for Donda school have to find another school to go to. So imagine if he built a whole society. Yeah. Ye became dangerous. Unfortunately, it's a nay for Ye. So what do we do now as black people who rock with Ye? Music. You know, maybe not, I mean, and we rock with the way he thinks. Very intelligent brother, but I'm not going to say a damn genius, especially after you lose 2 billion in a day. Yeah, that's not happening. But however, we will say he made some genius decisions. But however, that's just my opinion. Now, anyway, as the video comes to a close, part 1, because next video, I'm going to actually take the things that he said and put receipts on them and actually go in depth. But however, you always know that I try to give you the real, raw, uncut, my opinion on situations like this to the T, where it's like, okay, this is another thought on, you know, another way of thinking about the situation. Now, as black people, or as people who just rock with Kanye West music and a little bit of the way he think, you know, and some of his ideas or whatever, and him, how we see the future, and him, you know, the things he say about the future. We can't say that it's all false or whatever. Like I said, I'm not judgmental. We all human. He says some things that make sense and some things that it's like, But anyway, he's just a human. Now, what do we do? Try to sit back and not emotionally tie yourself to this situation. The brother going through a lot. Like a lot of people are saying in their videos, don't gang up on the brother. I respect Corey Holcomb for saying that. Don't gang up on the brother. But however, we can't sit here and say that, you know what I mean, he's not going to make it hard for future people. We can't say that. As now the first as the most richest billionaire, the richest black person in America, period. He just kind of made an ass of that status. So anyway, we could not care. Take our asses to work tomorrow, pay these bills, take your kids to school, you know what I mean, teach them about situations like this and what not to do. We could learn from it, but there's nothing we can really do. Don't do nothing now, but just watch. Because watch and learn. They are definitely like financially trying to castrate the brother now. And this is out of our power. This is rich people. You feel what I'm saying? Only thing we could do is support some cool music. If he drops some cool music that actually makes sense or whatever, support him if you want to. you know, if you still want to be offended, be offended. He offended you, not me. But anyway, hey, shoot, you just keep living your life, but don't judge the brother to death, and try to humble yourself and realize what goes around comes around. So try not to be that guy. But anyway, man, that's my thoughts on the situation for today. Now I'll actually put work in and actually go in depth. If people understand where I'm coming from, and you actually tell me how you feel about the situation as well in the comment section below. I'm Audi like a belly button. Hit the like button. This your boy, PhillySIG. Peace.
Yeah, that brother's starving.